on the door. Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. She found nobody was home. Not home. Nobody was at home. She found nobody was home. Not home. Nobody was at home. Little Red Riding Hood looked in the bed. Looked in the bed. Looked in the bed. Little Red Riding Hood looked in the bed. Was it Granny or someone else? Oh dear, who was it in the bed? Was it Granny or someone else? Oh dear, who was it in the bed? Oh, Granny, what great big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with.
Oh, Granny, what great big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with.
Oh, Granny, what great long teeth you have.
All the better to eat you with.
Little Red Riding Hood held up her hands, held up her hands, held up her hands. Little Red Riding Hood held up her hands. She said, stop and leave right now. I said, stop and leave right now. Stop and leave right now, right now. Stop and leave right now. Little Red Riding Hood waved goodbye to the wolf. Goodbye to the wolf. Goodbye to the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood waved goodbye to the wolf. And he bowed and ran away. Away, he bowed and ran away. He bowed and ran away. Away, he bowed and ran away. Goodbye.
Story time's a special time, a time where we pretend that in our minds we're somewhere else with lots of new and amazing friends. Stories come from round the world, from lands so far away, from fairies, wizards, bees and elves. So many friends to come and play. So let's get ready. Close your eyes as you count with me. It's fairy imagination time. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3.
Hello! I'm Barnaby the Fizzy Buzzy Bee. But of course, you already knew that. Today is a very special day in Fairyland because I get to be the storyteller. Are you ready? Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy Imagination. I'm looking forward to this. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a pretty little cottage near a big wood full of trees and ferns and flowers. When winter came along, the little girl's mummy gave her a special present. A very, very beautiful red cape with a cosy hood to keep her warm whenever she went exploring. The little girl wore this pretty cape everywhere she went, and soon everyone she knew called her Little Red Riding Hood. One morning, Little Red Riding Hood asked her mummy if she could go and visit her granny, who lived in a cottage through the woods.
May I please go and visit Granny today?
That's a great idea,
Said her mummy, and packed a basket full of goodies for her granny. The little girl gave her mummy a big hug and a kiss. As she left, she said,
I love you, Mummy.
I love you more. Now remember, straight to Grandma's house. Don't stop to talk to the animals along the way.
Okay. Bye, Mum.
Little Red Riding Hood skipped through the woods with a skippity, skippity, skip, skip. But it was such a beautiful day, she forgot her promise to her mummy and stopped to watch a butterfly glittering and fluttering. She said,
Good morning, butterfly. Good morning, flowers.
She bounced just like two little rabbits playing underneath the tree. It really was a special day. Until she came across an animal she'd never met before.
Oh, hello. I'm Little Red Riding Hood.
She said to the hairy wolf.
Hello, yourself.
Said the hairy wolf.
Who are you going to see on this lovely day, Little Red Riding Hood?
I'm off to see my granny. She lives along the path in the woods.
Would you like to walk with me?
Said the hairy wolf. But at that moment, Little Red Riding Hood remembered her promise to her mummy and said to the wolf,
No, thanks.
and kept on skipping down the path with a skippity, skippity, skip, skip. Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her granny's cottage and knocked on the door with a knockety, knockety, knock, knock. But her granny didn't answer the door. Little Red Riding Hood didn't know that the hairy wolf had taken a shortcut and run as fast as he could through the wood so he could reach Granny's house first. The hairy wolf arrived at Granny's house and decided to shut her Granny in the bathroom, dressed in her frilly nightie and sleep hat, and then jumped into Granny's bed, pulling the covers up right under his chin. Finding the door open, Little Red Riding Hood skipped inside to leave the basket of goodies on her Granny's kitchen table. But when she was in the kitchen, she heard a noise from Granny's bedroom.
Yoo-hoo! Granny, is anyone home?
She called out, and opening the bedroom door, saw Granny lying in her bed. Or was it someone else? The person in the bed was wearing Granny's frilly nightie, but didn't look very much like Granny at all. Little Red Riding Hood was confused.
Granny, what great big eyes you have,
said the little girl.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Replied the person in the bed. But the person in the bed still didn't look like Granny,
Granny, what great big ears you have.
said Little Red Riding Hood.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Growled the person in the bed. But the person in the bed still didn't look like Granny,
Granny, what great big teeth you have.
said Little Red Riding Hood, feeling a bit scared when she saw just how big the person's teeth were.
All the better to eat you with.
Replied the person. Little Red Riding Hood suddenly saw that it wasn't Granny in the bed. It was the hairy wolf that she had met along the path. Now, since she was a very little girl, her mummy had always taught her that if she felt scared, or if someone wasn't being very nice, she should put up her hands and say, "Stop, I don't like that." Straight away, Little Red Riding Hood held up both of her hands in front of the hairy wolf and said,
Stop! I don't like that. Please leave right now. I said, please leave right now.
The hairy wolf was sorry that he had scared Little Red Riding Hood. He took off Granny's night clothes, opened the bathroom door to let Granny out, then he bowed at Granny and Little Red Riding Hood, waved goodbye, and ran out the door and into the woods. Granny and Little Red Riding Hood looked at each other and started to giggle. The hairy wolf really had looked very, very funny in Granny's frilly nightie. And after Little Red Riding Hood had eaten 3 of Granny's extra specially yummy chocolate chip cookies and a big mug of hot chocolate, Granny walked all the way home with Little Red Riding Hood, just in case she came across any more hairy wolves. And of course, they lived happily ever after. The end. Oh, I better get off ski to Fairy Green. I'd better scoot fast.
Being Fairy Green is cool, being Fairy Green is great. With a green step each day, Earth can be saved. So help our planet Earth and do the things we say. With a green step each day, Earth can be saved.
Today's Fairy Green tip is all about reusing your old toys.
Fabulous! Wonderful! Love it! Quite amazing! What a wonderful Fairy Green tip!
You've got no idea what I'm talking about, have you, Wizzy?
Reusing! Wonderful! Love it! Amazing! No, you're quite right. I have no idea what you're talking about, Barnaby.
Well, my often perplexed wizardly friend, reusing is exactly how it sounds. It's to use something again or give it to someone else to use rather than throwing it out.
So, rather than putting the toys in the bin, you reuse them.
Exactly.
But why would you want to reuse them if you want to put them in the bin?
Oh, Willie, you know, sometimes you grow out of a toy or get bored with it. You could just give it to someone else.
Oh, great idea. Bet you have lots of toys in your toy box that you're not using anymore that you could give to someone else.
And you'd make them really happy, and then the toy wouldn't end up in the bin.
Yes. And you know where rubbish ends up?
Yes. Yeah, where's that?
In the ground. That's not good for planet Earth.
Oh, so you could make someone else happy and save the planet at the same time.
Exactly. That makes it Doubly good.
Doubly good. Let's put it in our book. Because with a green step each day, Earth can be saved.
Well, there are fairy 4 of us right here, right now.
Oh, fairy 1.
Fairy 2.
Fairy 3.
Fairy 4. There were 4 in the bed.
There was roll in the bed, and the little one said,
Roll over.
so they all rolled over and one fell out. There was rain in the bed, and the little one said,
Roll over.
so they all rolled over and one fell out.
There were 2 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There was 1 in the bed, and the little one said, good night.
Fairy hello. It's a pixie perfect day in my rosebud cottage, and I've just received a lovely fairy mail from Harmony and Rhapsody. Let me read it to you. Dear Cordeline the clever pixie, can you please tell us what butterflies do when it rains? Butterflies have such beautiful, delicate wings that they need to find a way to protect themselves when it rains. Usually they hide. Sometimes they go back to the hiding spot where they go at night to sleep. Or they might find a warm pile of leaves to go under. Or a rock with a ledge to shelter themselves from the rain. But if they can't find a hiding place, they hold on tight to a blade of grass and wrap their wings around themselves tightly until the rain stops. What clever creatures they are! Fairy goodbye.
They really are such clever little insects, hiding from the rain like that so their wings don't get damaged. Next time, I'm going to follow one of them and hide with them. We've had so much fun today, singing and acting out Little Red Riding Hood. And wasn't she so clever, putting up her hands like that to the hairy wolf and saying, stop, I don't like that. We really have had fun today. In fact, I'm sure you'll agree there's no better way to describe today than fairy-tastic. But now it's time for us to go. So, from Harmony and from Rhapsody, fairy goodbye.
Goodbye to all our friends, it's sad that we must go. We've had a lovely time today, had some funny laughs today, made some special friends today, and now we have to go. With a harmony wave and a harmony wiggle, a harmony kiss and a harmony giggle, a big goodbye from Harmony, now I have to go. With a rhapsody wave and a rhapsody wiggle, a rhapsody kiss and a rhapsody giggle, a big goodbye from Rhapsody, now I have to go. With a fairy wave and a fairy wiggle, a fairy kiss and a fairy giggle, a big goodbye from all of us, now we have to go. Now we have to go.
How to be a fan-fairy-tastic friend. Fairy friendship rule number 1 is to love your friends just the way they are. Fairy friendship rule number 2 is to be happy, giggly, and positive. Fairy friendship rule number 3 is sharing. Sharing is for caring friends. Fairy friendship rule number 4, a hug a day and your friends will stay. And fairy friendship rule number 5 is to say sorry if you make mistakes and forgive your friends if they make mistakes. Fairy goodbye.